Okay.
I'm not finished eating toast.
Well, you can eat toast on mic. Although there are some people that hate that.
Oh,
Let
all
me
of them,
edit
yeah.
the
There's a
let me
term for
edit the
that.
Fast and the Furious podcast.
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Okay. I do want to because I just want to do something like that.
Okay.
I think it'll be fun.
Because my edit is sticking music at the end and at the
I'll
beginning.
still put your music at the end. You just
Right.
send me the music.
I meant to say beginning and end. Yeah. Do we need a new theme
Yep.
song?
I'm gonna make a new theme song. I have
Hmm.
extra. I just bought myself like an extra 11 weeks to do it.
Okay. I bought myself an extra 11 weeks. 11.
11 movies.
Yeah.
I think Matt's saying, do we need a new theme song for the Fast and Furious bit?
Yeah.
Oh, sure, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that much faster.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Euro. It's gonna be Eurobeat.
Right.
You guys familiar with
Are we
Eurobeat?
going to call it Films and Filth and Fast and Furious?
Furious filth and fast films and furious filth. I don't
That
Sure.
worked pretty well too.
know.
Okay. I guess I'll just put it over the current artwork like in Fast and Furious font.
There's a very interesting
No, Matt, let's just me and you go find a Subaru and pose in front of it. There's plenty of them.
there's a site that's made up of like ex Kotaku people called Aftermath, and they did a very interesting article. That's a long one that says the sweet spot of IMDb is 6.3 to 7.6.
Hmm.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. It was an interesting read
True Grit and Sinners are both
because
7.6.
yep. No, it's not. There's a paywall on it now. There wasn't a paywall on this before.
Oh, yeah. Okay. On what? The Kotaku?
The yeah, it's Aftermath, but yeah.
Oh,
Oh well.
that's not the same.
You guys have paywall removers probably.
No,
I
I
start.
just see an
I don't even have an
article.
ad blocker.
Same here. I see
I
an
just take
actual
the internet
article.
raw.
Maybe it's like you can only click on so many before it sends you to hell, might be the thing. So I have that article, so I guess I'll leave it open for now.
There, I sent you a removepaywall.com that you can put the article into.
Well, I have
uh,
the article. It's fine. So,
okay, good.
what did I end up watching on the airplane? I finally, I told Mark I had watched Thunderbolts and Mickey 17 on the way over.
Mm-hmm.
Way back, I finally watched Wicked.
How was that?
It was fine. The Mr. Rogers, excuse me, the Mr. Rogers movie with Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers.
The fuck? That's like 15 years old. That's really
That's
random.
2019. It's not
Oh,
that old, but it was there. And I started watching Lilo and Stitch, but 20 minutes in, I was like, this is actually 100. This is just the animated movie done again with like different cameras. And
Yeah.
then the first 15 minutes is still animated anyway.
I
So
cannot.
gave up after 20 minutes.
I can't imagine watching that. I just don't know.
Well, you're there and you're like, you feel like you're getting away with something if you're watching a recent release, right? If you're watching something old, it's like whatever, you know?
I don't know if I was on an airplane and there was any Disney animated movie and any Disney live action adaptation of an animated movie, it would just be a no brainer to watch the animated one, even if it was like they're like Snow
Oh, they
White from
only had the new one on
1942.
there. They only had the new one on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know that I
And
would. Was it in a
let's face it, that was
situation
the
where you had
only
a
time.
shitload of movies available to you? Like last time I flew, I feel like it was just like 30 choices or something.
There's more than that. Yeah.
I always just watch the latest Sony Spider-Man film.
Hmm.
Yeah, that
Like
seems like the right thing to do.
Across was there.
I
So,
will never
okay.
watch one of those not on an airplane.
I I watched one of the last things I watched on an airplane was the Ghost in the Shell live action.
I saw that when I came.
I
Did I see
made
it
it
in the
like
theater?
20 minutes. I made it like 20 minutes in and I quit. I
Hmm.
tapped out.
Yeah, I don't remember much about it at all. So.
It was I don't even remember why I didn't like it. It was just not good.
Hmm. Anyway, I was just very curious about like if they because the Lilo and Stitch was a massive hit, right? So I'm like, oh, maybe it has something going
Eh,
for it. I'm like, no, this literally is just the animated movie again.
At first, it was kind of flopping, and then it picked up.
Oh, okay. Anyway, should have flopped harder.
Well,
Oh
it's
yeah,
just I think I'm gonna go see Tron, Jared Leto Tron tonight, just because fuck
Keep
it.
forgetting about that. Yeah. Is it out here?
It's
Yeah, it's
failed
out here, Matt.
horribly.
Okay.
It's done like really badly, and it's very funny that people are like, "Why did this Tron movie flop with Jared Leto?" I'm like,
Also, haven't they all flopped?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's just like people. I get that
That's
people
what
have
Tron
short
movies do.
memories. Yeah, that's the only thing they've ever done. It's like there's not Star Wars or I can't think of another like example of a series where it's just always failed, but they keep making them, but very infrequently
Why would you hire Jared Leto for that? You know, like at least,
because he produced it.
hmm.
He basically put up. I think he put up a bunch of money. That's the main thing.
Okay, there's the reason. Yeah, I'm just like, if it's such a wonky franchise, maybe that's not your man, you know? But if he's just running the show,
Hmm.
It makes me respect it a bit more if Jared Leto's just like, I really want to make a Tron film.
mm,
Yeah, it's like if he's seriously made sure that it got made, then I can't be too mad about it because like well, clearly nobody else is out here demanding that. Nobody from the last movie is even in it except Jeff Bridges, I think.
what's in the sweet spot? 6.7 on IMDb. Yeah, Jeff Bridges.
It'll
Who
get
was even in the
reevaluated
last one? I
later.
don't even remember who was
The
in the
last
last
one
one.
had the very bland Garrett Hedlund,
Okay,
and
well,
Olivia Wilde was like the
yeah, that was
hot
fine.
program,
Right.
and Jeff Bridges was in it a lot as a CGI man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, he's in this one
And a
too.
little bit as a real man.
Hmm.
Yeah, a little bit as a real man. Um, I think it was implied that Tron was this other guy, but he only you hear his voice for like a split second, basically.
So
The
this
the
one or the previous?
the last one was his
Yeah, I think
Rinsler.
Tron did have like a slight role, yeah.
Rizzler. He was the Rizzler, I think.
He was the Riddler, but then he turned out to be the Tron, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that always the way?
Yeah. He yelled
Mm.
out, "I fight for the users" at the end,
Mm.
Got to be using.
which I don't think that made any sense in the context of the film, but he just said that that's what Tron says.
I could see a movie on Monday, but I'll probably just go to Janssen or something.
You're getting what else? Some are you getting Frankenstein?
Hold on.
Guillermo del
Creates
Toro
something.
Frankenstein.
I haven't seen anything at the cinemas for it, so.
It's a Netflix release,
But it
but
is getting a cinema release, yeah.
they're doing an IMAX, which is apparently like unprecedented. I may go IMAX. Like fuck it.
They got
Hell
Nobody
yeah.
too. I go see Nobody too.
Oh, I do want to see that.
You should see that. It's really good.
The Conjuring.
Don't bother with that.
I don't. Do we have? No, I don't. It's dubbed. It's only dubbed. What the fuck?
Which one?
Tron.
Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's dub
Oh, that's
only.
probably because it's been out for a minute.
That it hasn't been out. Okay. One battle for after another still there.
I do want to see that, I guess.
I could go see it in
It's
the
good.
evening and still do the yeah. Well, Mark was
You'll
like, "You want
both
to go
like
see the
it.
70 millimeter?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't have time for that shit." But it was a. I
Well,
do
you
it
didn't
fine.
say that. You said maybe, and then you just never did. So I
Oh,
was like,
okay.
well, I already saw it in 70 millimeters, so I don't I regret nothing.
It's a
So
long fucking
I was just
movie,
gonna
you
see
know.
it second. Yeah, but it's one of those long movies you don't think about. You never think about how long it is
Yeah.
because it just moves.
I'm sure it's great, but also the plot just doesn't sound appealing. Which apparently the movie is very appealing. So
Which one's this? One battle after another?
Yeah,
Oh, the plot sounds extremely appealing to me.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Luke you'll be a little more into the plot than Matt would, but it's still good.
Mm.
Like
Did
you
Matt go
don't
back
need
to America and get propagandized and now he loves America again?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
I was ready at 20 minutes in. I was like, I go back to Japan now. It's fine.
You were ready to blow up TSA until you went through it. Then you were like, nah, everything's fine. It's good.
Mm.
Was it just you or did you take the fan?
Hana went.
I was going to say, that was like her first proper trip, right?
Yeah. Well, she went to Australia earlier.
No, but I mean like back to the States.
Right.
Because she is
Yeah.
half American.
Correct. It was her first trip back to the States. So, I don't know. Well, I guess it's a little different. When I first read the one battle after another, it just sounded like the Sound of Freedom plot.
No. It's a messy fucking no, dude. It's a very messy. It's more like the plot of Cecil B. Demented.
Okay, that's cool. No,
It's
that's
it's
fine.
very messy, which to me is fucking great. It's a messy fucking movie about
I'm
terrorists,
sure it's good. I'm just
reactionaries,
yeah.
whatever you want to
It
call
doesn't
it,
have. It's all brown
and
on the poster. You know that's always
Yeah,
a
it's
turn off. It's a very
the
based
brown
on a
weirdest fucking
hands.
fucked up cop ever.
it's a Ham Pinchon novel, isn't it?
Yes.
And also,
Yeah.
you're like, it's P.T. Anderson. I'm like, yes, I'm sure it's good. You know.
It's probably in his top three for me. I think it's
Yeah.
just really big return to form,
I
in my
will watch it
opinion.
at some point. It might not be in the theater because it's long and I only have so much time.
And
And I want to
best
go to the
car
onsen more
chase,
than the movie theater.
yeah, best car chase since The Batman.
Hmm. Which is pretty much what that movie had going for it, right? Big car
Yep.
chase. Yeah.
But
Okay.
in this movie, the car chase isn't even in the top 10 coolest things.
Hmm. Uh, Luke, did you finish that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Leave a 5 second pause so I can spot it on the sound file.
Oh, 51, right? Oh, 50.
50.
In at number 50. It's not fast. It's not furious. But is it filth? It's student of the year, too. And
It's
now
very.
we have to do the spin-off in between.
It's studenty.
No,
It's studenty.
I
Or we do all student films with student in the title. We
was
do
going to say, or
student of the
just,
year one.
I do not want to do a podcast where we just
mm.
watch student films, Matt.
So what
It's 6 hours
did
of a woman being sad in a cafe.
well, you know, the students in this film definitely learned a lot.
Yeah.
I saw them learn a lot of things. They studied really hard
Hmm,
and they
did
learned
they?
a lot.
Did they?
No, that's a
Students
joke.
in this film were in their 40s, as far as I could tell.
They didn't
Well,
do anything. They just danced and played
it's never too
a
late for
sport
higher
where they all fought
education.
each other.
I did fever dream this one. So last night, I have obviously got the jet lag going on. You're lucky I'm here. Actually, I didn't set an alarm. I woke up and it was 7:30, but just as easily could have been 10 a.m. So,
Hmm.
Mm.
and I'm like, oh shit, that happened. Um, But yeah, so last night I had a hell of a time actually watching this. I put on one thing. It's not the right movie. It's like some weird dystopia that was better than this movie. And then I found one and I put it on, and it was running backwards. So it ended. It started with the sports competition, and everyone was talking backwards. So that wasn't any good either. And finally, I got one that had like kind of half-ass subtitles. So and I was having jet lag. So I think I fever dreamed this movie somewhat.
This movie was
Well,
genuinely just on Netflix, and me and Mercy just actually watched it like a film.
Oh, okay, I didn't do that. I had a weird like trying to stay awake fever dream watch viewing of this movie.
No, we watched it on our
you
TV
just said that.
properly.
So I'm glad it was like not longer than 2 hours. That was helpful.
Well, it
It
was a
literally
little
was.
longer. It was 2 hours and
Two.
25
Yeah, but it
minutes.
wasn't like 3 hours or four.
Yeah. It wasn't full Bollywood length. I guess is my point.
Well, it did feel like it though. Like we were just talking about how one battle after another didn't feel like 3 hours. This movie did feel like a 3 hour movie because it felt like there were like five, maybe six acts.
See, I didn't get that so much. At least it was all about one plot. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Yeah,
like it's
it
about
it
this, but now
did.
suddenly he's going to Syria and doing this, and now suddenly it's about this.
Which
That's
maybe
a
I
good
could have done.
point.
So right out the gate, I am curious since I did watch this. This is the worst of the Bollywoods we watched. It just seemed kind of. It didn't have like the zing and the
Theoretically,
zang.
I don't. I would put
Um,
that. I have a hard time. It might be the worst, but I don't think that it was bad at all. I
it's
don't know.
Okay.
not for me because I watched the wrong Tisma Khan. This is definitely
Oh
better than the
yeah.
Tisma Khan I watched.
Okay. Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't watch that one. The one I watched was definitely more fun than this. I guess it didn't have all those crazy stylistic signifiers that the other ones did. Like it's kind of like, is kind of
Well,
smoothed out somewhat.
except for
It
that
it
big
looked like an
dance
American
number.
film until what they did was still quite Bollywood. But the way it was shot and the way they were dressed, it could have just been well, it basically was just High School Musical, right?
Yeah, that's probably the zang
Hmm.
I was getting out. It's missing that zang. So
The Council of Zangs.
the Council of Zangs, that sounds good.
Yes. I enjoyed it, but the ways in which it was bad made me laugh so much that it was just more enjoyment. So it was there were just silly things like he just kept alternating between the two girlfriends, telling them that he loved them in a heartfelt scene, and then just left, and then nothing really ever came of either one of them.
I don't.
That's life, man.
I didn't get that. To me, it was
Is it
pretty clear which
possible?
one he was with each time. And like
I
me
mean,
and Mercy, because me and Mercy were like, "Oh, he's going to end up with that one," and then he didn't, and we were upset, and then it turned out he did, and
yeah.
we were on board. So I think maybe you're just like illiterate, but
It's possible I'm film illiterate. It's possible that just the lack of anybody having sex just
I think
confused
that's it. I think it's because of like the slightly prudish Bollywoodness. They didn't actually kiss or fuck.
Yeah.
But to me, it was fairly clear which one he was with and which one he wasn't at each moment.
Like I literally just spent hours playing a video game where I was able to fuck someone who's a boss. Like and
Try that
and
pickup line at a bar. Hey, babe, you want to kiss or fuck?
instead of fuck Mary kill, it's just kiss or fuck. No, I yeah, I know which one I liked, I'm like, for real, it is obvious who I thought he should have ended up with, but you guys might feel differently.
No,
But
well, to us it felt very obvious, and then when it briefly looked like he wasn't going to, we were pissed.
yeah, yeah,
So,
because Mia sucks. I mean, whatever,
You
she's
chose poorly.
absolutely gorgeous human being, but sucks.
Hmm.
So yeah.
but she did suck in quite a realistic, like teenager way.
Yeah, and the
Like
will they
apart
won't
from the
they.
fact that the actors were clearly almost 30, everyone was acting like
older.
a believable college kid to me.
Yeah, and I guess the will they won't they, even though one of the people is terrible, does also make sense because we've all done that, right?
Hmm.
Sure.
I've definitely been cheated on multiple times
But
and been like, I
I
think we're getting back
was
together.
I was really happy that it didn't do the obvious. She's been a sweetheart forever, and he's going to end up with her thing, which it seems like a lot of these Bollywood films do.
Yep.
Like it was like, no, 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 that's a bad idea. You should grow up and be with another adult.
Well, Ananya Pandey, who plays Shreya, is about 21 in this.
Okay, so she's a good 8 years younger because Tiger Shroff was literally born 6 months before
Mhm.
me.
Hmm.
Yeah,
The same month as Anna, Mercy's sister, who's been on this podcast.
And
there you
this.
go.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Well, when did this one come? 2019 was it?
19, yeah,
Yeah.
so he was
Yeah.
29.
Okay. I mean, that's the upper register of where you can get away with that. Also, maybe he just went to college a little later. That's not really clear
But
for
it's
me.
At first,
I mean, I've never been to college in India, so I don't know. But do they really look like schools where they wear a school uniform and sit in a classroom in front of a blackboard like that?
well, and does the name of the school show up everywhere you look all the time?
Having
So
just
is
gone back
that
to
a
the
real
University of
college
Georgia,
that
yes.
paid for this? I'm not sure.
I don't know. What is I don't have any notes. What was the name of that school again? It
Saint
was like
Teresa.
Okay. We'll look that up.
It's prestigious. Speaking of which, Luke, I did not mention it beforehand, but are you prepared to plot us on this one?
Oh, I mean, I'm not prepared, but I can have a go.
Yeah, have a go, because I watched it in a weird haze. I'm not up for it.
I'm gonna need to pull it up so I can remember the names.
Oh yeah, you just say that dude and this dude and the
I mean,
student of
I
the
mean,
year.
I spent the whole film calling him Tiger Shroff, but
Yeah, that that's
Yeah.
how we're probably going to
no,
talk
he has a
about
pretty cool name. I'm gonna go with it.
it. Okay, you could say soon to be student of the year.
Rohan,
Mhm.
Rohan. Sakhdev.
a middle class student from Pishoral High School. He wants to be student of the year at the fancy university where his missus went to, but he goes there and the rich kids bully him out. So he goes back to the poor university where he grew up, and he becomes student of the year by joining their sports team instead. Also, while he's at the fancy school, he befriends the cool kid whose sister is the bully, but it turns out the brother is the bad one, not the sister. And then he ends up ditching his childhood sweetheart and ends up with the sister instead. Also, they have a karate fight on top of a stadium.
Of course they do.
That was the best part.
You got to have your set piece, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, when that started, I was
Oh,
like,
and Will
this is the
Smith
best
shows
part.
up during a musical number for literally a single shot.
He is listed
I
as
was
the
like,
top guest star of the movie,
Oh, he's
special
listed a special
appearance.
thanks.
Yeah.
It says, because I just assumed he'd given some
in the
funding.
beginning.
It comes up like, well, thanks to Will Smith. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess you threw him some
Good
dollary
job, Will.
dues. And I was like, no, he was just on holiday in India while they were filming, so he popped up, I guess.
In the begin, it's like he gets thanked in the beginning of the movie, which was
Yeah.
very, which would have been confusing if I hadn't have read it. It's at the top of the trivia. It says Will Smith appears in a Hindi film for the first time, thus fulfilling his wish to appear in a Hindi film.
Well,
13
he
out of
did the
15 found that
bare
helpful.
minimum of making that happen.
There's a whole list of special appearances on the wiki, but the rest of them are all Bollywood people, so we wouldn't have noticed.
Correct.
The
So
two
this
Okay,
commentators are, as far as I can tell, the only people returning from the first film.
this could
it
have been
seems
like
so
it's a mad,
obvious.
mad, mad, mad world situation, right? Where we just have all the cameos, but we just don't recognize them.
Also, at the end, I think they did a song and dance number with him and the woman who starred in the first film.
Yeah, that was confusing. Also, it was like, who's that?
It
I
probably
guess
made
she's
sense. Well, I'm
familiar.
guessing that because it said like student one plus student two, so I guess that's what it meant. But
I thought student one plus student two meant that he was going to have a child with
I
the
did
other
for a
student.
second, but then that was a different woman, I think. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, St. Teresa's High School is a government-aided private coeducational day school located at Chami Road in Mumbai. The institution was founded in 1843 and present-day school building was established in 1924. I am going to make a wild guess and think, and I'm assuming they filmed it somewhere that is not this place, but put a bunch of signs all over the other place where they filmed it. Because I'm looking at pictures of St. Teresa and I do not see fancy signs that say St. Teresa all over it. I see
hmm.
a very old banner, and yeah. So there's your answer. It's very old. That's 1843
Prestigious.
is yeah. I don't.
Prestigious.
Do we even have a school that old in the States?
Yeah, sure.
Harvard or something?
Something like that. Yeah. Of course, on Luke's end, he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But
Yeah, you probably have schools that are 7,000 years old.
My school uniform had the year 1641 built written on it because that's when my school was founded, and my school
Nice.
is the new school in my town.
Hell yeah.
the 1840 whatever, you can shove it up your rear.
hmm
Um,
Yeah, St. Teresa's is bullshit.
I definitely like. I guess we've seen Tiger like a surprising number of times in this podcast. So
It surprises me that I looked at his filmography, right? And
It's not that long.
he made this two films after Boggy 3 or two films before Boggy 3 and the film in between the two was called Hirapanti 2 and that seems like it should be on the bad list because it has a lot of votes.
he's a bad list guy for one. I was going to say something
I
else
think
there,
we
but
Well,
found that out when we did Buggy 3, right? Because he's kind of
he's a sequel man.
well, and also he's the nepo baby son who's a bit too much of a pretty boy but tries to play a tough guy.
yeah, Boggy 4 is at
He's like
2.3.
pre-Renaissance Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
it's
that
like he's
makes
trying to
sense.
prove himself, and he keeps showing up in movies that end up on our bad list,
Well,
which
well, he
Robert
made
Pattinson has not been
yeah.
doing.
Well, he made Student of the Year 2, then he made a movie called War that's at 6.6, then Boggy 3 at 2.3, then a video for I Am Disco Dancer 2.0 by Benny
Yes, Disco
Dial.
Dancer.
Then he made a music video for himself, and then another one for himself, and another one for himself. There's two more for himself.
So he's doing
Then
videos.
Hero Ponti 2,
Another
which is at
sequel.
Hero Panty was his
2.2.
first film.
Yeah, it's about a
I
hero who
remember us
wears
talking about
panties.
that last when we first started.
Well, it has 28,000 votes, but it's at 2.2, Matt. Like, how'd you miss this? Did
So
it
maybe
go
it got a
lower?
bunch of votes since we started. Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
maybe.
the bad list is curated by IMDb. They will not let you just like look at that. Or if
They
you
won't.
do, you'll
They're
just get a bunch of like real dross that doesn't make any sense and you wouldn't even be able to find. So
he
it is
paid
an
them off.
yeah, so the top 100 easy. You can find that no problem at any time. The bad list is actually difficult to track down and you get different versions. That is the explanation. Because for a while I was like, did I do it wrong? Did I just choose someone's random bad list? I was like, no, I did choose their official one, but it's just their official one is wonky.
Well, another interesting thing is that The guy who plays Manav, the bully,
Right.
Hmm.
uh, Aditya Seal. Um, he was in a movie. I was looking at his
I
filmography. He
did you
was in a
see him?
movie.
Yeah.
He's in a movie called Darren Lovely from 2022 that's at a 1.1, and it
Ooh.
looks like it may never have come out, but it got 208 ratings.
Right. Well, they just
It
assumed it
says
was bad.
first Urdu Hindi comedy film produced under Pakistani and Indian film industry.
So
So
I
that's like
suspect those reviews are not in good faith.
Yeah, there might be
this,
some dirty politics going on there.
or just I don't know, dirty politics, just angry trolls.
Angry trolls. Well, I'm calling that dirty
Dirty
politics.
politics is the polite way of saying angry trolls these days.
I suppose so. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Um.
see you, dirty trolls.
Anyways, bring up Tiger because I'm like, am I getting the wrong vibe of the Bollywood lead? Because he has a very
Mm.
specific weird lead where it's like kind of like aggressively stupid.
Well, I was watching with friends of the podcast, John and Becky. Hi, you guys are probably listening. And John mentioned that he kept giving Blue Steel from Zoolander
Oh yeah,
while
he
while
does that a
getting
lot.
while getting beaten up.
Yes, yes, it's very much like is Zoolander actually like? And I think you notice. I think that's just Tiger as a pretty boy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's got like he has got a muscular neck, but I guess he tries to show it off, so he always looks like he's taking a shit.
And I'm not slapping.
Uh,
He is
no,
fun to watch on screen, even
Oh,
if like
I
he
love watching his
carries.
films. He is very charismatic,
yeah.
and he's physical. Like Mercy was pointing out, because this is the first time she's properly watched one of the Bollywoods with me. Like the amount that he has to be good at to be the star of the film. He has to be such a good dancer and like an actor and do fight scenes and do all of his stunts. Like it's a very impressive skill set compared to what most film actors do in the West.
Yeah, we've been talking about the Bollywood films too. It's like, like you have to be what, four quadrant or whatever in your skill
Hmm.
set. So that's impressive. So I'm not his presence especially in this movie is weird.
Well,
Um
well,
but
it's like
it
when we
is
talk about
watchable.
him, yeah, when we talk about him being weird, we're just trying to dissect why is he like hated on so much
Mm.
because truly I can't really figure it out. And I guess if I think enough and extrapolate enough that I could figure it out, but it still doesn't totally make sense to me.
Mm.
Um, but
What
he's in some movies that are rated reasonably high, like Bepina 7.8.
it looks like this one
Bepina.
probably maybe
Oh, it's a video.
broke
Sorry.
even 65 crore box. I don't know what a crore is exactly, but that was the budget, 65 million crore, I guess, and it made 98, which if you make one and a third of your budget, I guess that takes up marketing and stuff. I don't know. Bollywood might work differently, but
I
Mm.
mean, Boggy 3 was on the bad list and he got Boggy 4 made.
yeah.
Yep.
So
And Baggy Force sounds insane. I kind of want to watch it.
I definitely will watch it. It's, the movie poster. I'm sure I've recounted this before. It's just him with a beard sitting on a chair screaming with a woman who's probably dead with a bloody dress.
I
It looks like
definitely
it's a
feel
Saw
like
movie or
that and
something.
Gunday were like Student of the Year 2 is it didn't stick to my brain. It's not. I don't think it's going to stick to my brain. But those two movies did stick to my brain. So Boggy
Hmm.
3. I will give a thumbs up over this one easily, which I
Yeah, I mean it's
think I'll
action.
get.
It's got more
Yeah,
action. If this
got
had
more
put
action.
some more fight scenes in it, I mean the kabaddi,
Kabaddi was kind of a fight scene all the time. Yeah.
it was good, but I prefer like the
Yeah,
the
it's not the
martial
same as
arts.
him like doing the splits under a tank and fighting the entire nation of
Yeah,
Syria single-handedly.
yeah.
Yeah, you just can't hold a candle to that. Where here we're, going like, I guess they're like taking like 30-year-old college movie vibes and sort of like injecting them under the surface of this one. And it's a weird
Well,
dissonance.
I mean, we could definitely levy that criticism in a lot of Western films. I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure that if we go back and watch, what was it, uh, not another teen movie or something?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that the one that's supposed to be good?
Not Another Teen Movie
No,
is
that's one of
is
the
very
dumb
very funny.
satires, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
is
yeah,
it?
but it's a
Okay.
really good dumb satire. It's just
Okay.
insane.
The what was the one with Paul Rudd in it that was like a summer camp movie? Wet Hot American Summer.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Like all those people were adults, but it was also that was also a comedy, so that probably doesn't count. Like a silly comedy.
Right. Where I guess, yeah, like I'm
Yeah,
not
what's the
quite sure.
serious high school movie that you would compare it to?
Oh, I wasn't saying serious. I was thinking of
Mm,
stuff like Revenge of the
Higher
Nerds, you know?
Learning. Higher Learning with Tupac in it. Wait, no, Tupac wasn't in that. He was in Poetic Justice.
Was that a
American History
university?
X. How about
Oh,
that?
no, I'm not comparing this to American History X. That'd be insane.
Well, we're gonna watch American History
We
X
are going to
eventually.
watch it. I doubt Tuna Year 2 is going to come up in that situation. Except now one of you is going to just
Now it
like
will.
shoehorn in it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is kind of like dancing around on IMDb, just looking for tangents, which I'm sure there's some kind of program I could use to automate this. But interestingly, uh, Ananya Pandey, the most recent movie she was in was Kesari Chapter 2, The Untold Story of Jallianwala Bagh, which is 8.0. It
Sorry, I
has
don't know what
her in
words
it.
just came out of your mouth.
Uh, Akshay Kumar is top build. He's star. The second build is Madhavan, which is one of the three idiots, and
Hmm.
then she's third build. So you can watch a movie that's rated 8.0 that has one good list and two recurring bad list, or one recurring bad list and one first time bad list actor in it, which is wild.
See, I come in thinking, well, with the okay, good movies. I mean, you can auteur theory comes in. This director, even though they didn't make the movie on their own, it's auteur theory. It's they authored this movie.
See,
Whereas the bad movies, it's like, yeah, if you are an actor that keeps showing up in bad movies, is that just a bad agent?
I
Well,
think
that's the joke with
maybe
Nicolas Cage, right? That he just doesn't say no.
And God
uh,
bless him for it. He wants to buy
maybe we
another car.
give.
That's why.
I mean, we give directors. I think a director is a convenient like a person to
We're
just
used to
point at.
talking about art with an artist, right? When you think about a book or a singer. So we naturally want to do that with directors because it makes the conversation easier.
Yeah, and sometimes they do deserve the, but it's never that simple of a story. But I think now some of them take more control than others. Like hearing the story of James Cameron doing a bunch of like work on aliens when like union crews were required to take a break.
I guess a
And
big budget movie is even Citizen Kane. I mean, Orson Welles did not do everything, right? It was
no.
impossible. It's in a big budget movie. It is impossible for one person to actually take on everything.
And sometimes the director is just really interesting and you just you want to put everything on them because they're just a compelling figure like Paul Verhoeven. But Phil Tippett also made a bunch of stop motion for RoboCop, so it's not Paul
Right,
Verhoeven
you're
didn't
out
do
throwing in
everything.
other names there. I guess it's because movies, a good movie particularly becomes so personal. You want to believe that one person could have, sort of been running the ship there. Where again, with a book or a song, yeah, it really was one person a lot of the time. But with a
Well,
movie, it never
sometimes.
can be. But we do want to personify it because a good movie did, hit us in a personal way. So we want it to be like, oh, this person affected me when it was really like 50 people, even if one of
Well,
them was a little more in charge.
each of us is one person watching a movie. So like I love Taylor Swift. She doesn't like write everything by herself. She can write, but it's like there's always like three or four or five other people
No, the
helping her
Taylor
write
Swift
stuff.
machine is much bigger than Taylor Swift now. She
Yeah.
can't be a bedroom artist at this point. She's even tried to be, I
Well,
think, a few times.
it's like, but also like the idea of a musician writing their own songs. Like you wouldn't even be allowed to do that before like the '60s, right?
Yeah.
Like nobody would do that.
Yeah,
That'd be
but like
considered
like her folky
crazy.
albums, what was it, Evermore or whatever? I don't remember, but
Hmm.
yeah, that was very much like I want to do like, but then it's like, oh well, we're gonna add some talent to help you out with this. It's gonna get a big release. It's like it kind of like never could be, I think, what it was supposed to be.
Well, I don't have all the details in
And that's
front of
not a
me, but yes,
criticism.
there's
I'm just saying that
no, but
anything Taylor Swift, even when it's that personal seeming, because that is an industry now. It's never just her, you know.
well,
Mm.
collaboration is a good thing. It's just it has to be functional. So, but I think maybe that's the fantasy of the auteur is that you want the movie that's made by the one guy who defied everyone to like personally hammer their movie out of a cube of marble
Well, it's
And
and
like
like
the way people love to tell you this scene or this line or this whatever was improvised. Because for some reason, I think people just want to believe that, like, they want to believe that someone made that, did that, or made that up, or that it was this personal artist that they like who did it.
sometimes that doesn't work. Like
well, that's what we're doing
um
here, though. We're ranting until we eventually say something that sounds smart. You can take that out, sound clip it, you know? Sound
I
bite
don't
it.
yeah, I don't even know where I was going. I was like, is Tiger Shroff responsible for all of his
No,
failures?
I
I
don't.
don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm going to say a bad agent again, or at least, well, not even a bad agent.
Well,
Obviously,
but
he's in
also,
successful
like,
movies.
so we've seen three Tiger Shroff films now, right? Well, two and a half because I didn't see one of them.
Well, two. There are two because we saw two Akshay Kumar films and two Tiger Shroff films.
Hmm.
No, but
They
no,
were
but
in a movie together, but that's
oh, were
not
you?
a
I thought the one you watched was the one they were in together.
no.
Okay,
No,
I
it's
see.
different.
All right, so we've just seen the two. Cool. Like, I like them both. Like, I know this film is definitely not. I can see where it has problems. It's stuffed with product placement. It's clearly a bunch of adults playing kids, and it is mostly quite predictable. Although I do think the way it did the love interest was a little bit subversive.
And having a script structure that is absolutely bizarre.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it could have used more dance offs and less kabaddi fights,
Yeah, could
honestly.
have had more dance offs. More like I like Mark, you were saying, oh, it's got music. It just doesn't have like musical numbers. I'm like, well, if I'm
Well, it
watching Bollywood, I
does.
do.
It
It
did have some
does,
big musical
but
numbers, yeah.
No, I was saying that most of it is there's a lot more sort of the structure of a music video where people are kind of going about their business while music played. There wasn't as much.
I mean, we don't
There were
get,
definitely some
hey, we're
montage
suddenly in
sequences, yeah.
Dubai, da da
Yeah,
da da da, and then it's like a big expensive musical number. We don't get that, which
but
is
but the
like what
music was
I'm
good
here
though.
for. Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
liked all of it.
It did seem a little like I definitely was like some of the Bollywood music, the more modern one definitely has a sound, and that's in here, right? It sounds similar to stuff we've heard in
K-pop,
yeah. Well, I don't know.
kind of, sorta.
Not quite K-pop. It is a specific sound, but it's just like, oh, I've now heard it in like three different movies, you know?
Mm.
And yeah, this I was bringing up Altura theory just because Student of the Year 2 doesn't. It's like here we have this actor who doesn't feel like he's like it's not his project in that way, but it's like it doesn't feel to me like anyone was on again I was watching it half passed out and through weird versions first, so
So nobody watched
there
the first
didn't
one then.
there wasn't like a strong
I
voice.
accidentally watched about a minute of the first one because we started the second one before work, and then we went to restart it again in the evening, and Netflix had put the first one. I was like, oh, we think you probably want to watch this. And I said, well, actually, I kind of want to watch the film I already watched 45 minutes of before I watch another film. Thanks, Netflix. But
And it
Yep.
does look like the director of this has only made three movies, so he's not that prolific. So it might just be like, yeah, there wasn't like much of a voice going on here.
well, because when I Googled it, I got like a Reddit thread being like, is the trailer for Student of the Year 2 really that bad? So I think what happened here is a trailer dropped. I guess Student of the Year 1 was somewhat popular. Then a trailer dropped for the sequel that has none of the stars, a shitload of product placement, and looks like Tiger Shroff just doing his Tiger Shroff thing.
Hmm.
And I think that trailer basically wrote the narrative for this whole film.
Yeah, the first
He
one
wasn't
was
in the first one,
he's
was
No,
not
he?
in the first one.
no one apart from the two
Oh,
commentators was in the
Right.
first one.
I was just looking how
oh, I
successful it
just
was,
assumed.
and it doubled its budget, which isn't like that's like the edge of you should make a sequel, at least in Hollywood terms. I don't know about Bollywood, but
Hmm.
Hmm.
It doesn't look like the first one was like an amazing success.
Or maybe it's the first one was already kind of cringe, and then this trailer came out and it was like, oh, look at this.
That could be the case for sure, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm just like I'm trying to work out how much of this I didn't like and how much was due to circumstances because Luke
I
had
don't
you
think
had
there
the
was
much
much of
more
this film I didn't like.
okay, you because you had a much more like normal viewing experience than I did. So
Yeah, and like I said, the bit we didn't like was when the film deliberately did something we weren't supposed to like, when it put him back with the ex, and
mm,
then we were like, oh no, they are setting it up for him to end up with Freya,
right.
and we like that.
Unless unless you're supposed to like Mia better because that's the culturally correct thing to do. And maybe we're wrong.
Well, no, but then he does end up with Shreya.
Yeah, sort
But
of.
Mia is
Maybe.
supportive of the decision, which not really. That
He
I don't
literally
think that's
says
how
to
it
her,
works.
"Mia's my past and you're my future," and she's the one he walks away with at the end.
Yeah, and then Mia's like, I guess so. Which so everyone's happy. It's a happy ending.
Mia dug her own damn grave.
Well, it's the story makes sense if she cheated on him, but the problem is no one in this film has any sex.
Right.
So
I
it
guess
ends
that's
up
Yeah.
feeling even not even high school. It's like elementary school level. I saw you hugging the other boy.
Well, she like screwed up the dance competition. Like that's
Yeah,
worse than
threw
cheating.
it for him.
What
especially
a
in Bollywood. Don't screw up the dance competition.
Yeah,
That's
what
a
the hell? That's
brutal
the most
sin.
important thing in the world next to kabaddi.
So yeah, it's this weird elementary school
Oh,
chase
I
this.
just remembered from you saying Kabaddi, Mark. At the end, the final battle, he
Hmm.
wins by just going Kabaddi, 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 Kabaddi.
Well, he's living his
That was
truth.
deranged. I love it.
Yeah, I mean that was cool. It was cool like reading up on that and learning about it because I was like, is this made up? That is
No,
real.
I'd heard of it a little bit, but I didn't know how it worked until I watched this film. I
But
would like to play it,
I couldn't figure out if there was a video game of it.
or rather, I would like to have played it when I was young and fit. I don't think I want to play it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm coming from the wrong. Here I got a note. I don't need the sports movie. Give me a guy who wants to destroy a country. So there, I'm just putting my
Yeah.
bias right out on the paper there. So
Sure.
I'm like, let's go destroy Syria again. That's what I want from these.
Yeah, Matt
All our
did spend too
Syrian
long in
list
America.
all our Syrian listeners are very mad at you right now.
Well, he could choose a new country to destroy if he wants.
Have you seen the poster for Baggy 3?
At some point.
It just says, this time, he's against a nation.
And so he was. So, yeah, Shadow of Boggy 3, that's my review. To get to our filth question, I have written down here, like, probably not filth, but this movie does suck, was my assessment of it.
I'm
Not
going to
filth, but it
film.
sucks.
I'm canceling this podcast and starting Beret for Bollywood.
Beret? Like the
I,
hat?
it's yeah. I
Okay.
don't know. I didn't think about that before I said it.
No, it's fine. Sometimes it's better that way.
Yeah.
Words don't matter, only alliteration matters.
Only alliteration matters. I got that.
Anyway, film.
Film. Okay. I said a suck film is where I was coming from.
It's
Because
kind
I've
of a
seen other
dumb
movies
film,
with
but
this
it's a
guy I
film.
like better. Yeah.
I
Yeah, it was. I can't believe I'm saying this because of how much we've loved Bollywood overall. This is the closest a Bollywood film has felt to content.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fair enough. I love schlock, and this has like schlock elements.
Like, I
I,
wouldn't be surprised if the reason I found this one on Netflix is because it was kind of made by Netflix.
it was kind of weirdly hard to find a version that wasn't a cam video for me that I didn't look
Oh,
on
what's
Netflix.
I was watching it on Netflix, but it still came up with the message at the start saying, "Do not record this." Like they didn't bother doing a non-cinema rip.
We're not gonna read like 1-star reviews, but the first one that IMDb recommends does have the title "Sati is Potty," Soty is Poty, which is
Ooh.
that's very clever. So if you wrote that review, then I want to give your review 5 stars, 10 stars. I forgot how many stars we had.
Yeah. I think they give it 10. But I am coming in. Yeah, I'm just coming in from the angle. Like I was kind of stressed out before doing this because I'm like I feel like I have not absorbed the film properly, and I don't know
Mm.
how much that's the film's fault and how much is just me being like kind of zoned out. You know, I had the jet lag hit in the middle of a class yesterday. That was kind of exciting.
Yikes. I next time I
The
make that
class
trip, I'm
that I was
taking two
teaching,
days
just to make that
off.
clear, in case the listener is not sure.
Okay. Let me see here. Most of these reviews are very short. Don't mind the dumb people who are giving 1 star. Honestly, this movie is what it should be. It's a student movie, for God's sake. I don't really know what WTF others were thinking how this movie should be. This movie is a must watch. It gives you school college vibes. I'll recommend you all to watch it unless you want some mature stuff. Kindly read the word student in the movie name and then give your views. Smiley face. 4 out of 79 found that helpful.
Okay. Sorry, I was reading things wrong because I was looking. I thought I was looking at tens, but it turned out it was just review date. So I had someone calling Tiger. He's just a stunt man. Everything's good about this movie with him. He's a nepo baby. He's a stunt man.
Nice one movie of 2019. My hero is Tiger Shroff. Then it says spoiler. Nice one movie of 2019. My hero is Tiger Shroff. I am big fan of you. 3 out of 37 found that helpful.
Hey, is this one a real 10 star or not? I'm curious because they break it down. They
I've
say
seen one
costumes,
that says 5.
locations, locations 10/10, script 10/10, acting 8 out of 10. Can they really give this a 10? Has to be a 9 then, right?
Uh,
If we're being
is it a good
honest.
is it a good review? That's the question.
Yes, this film has
Okay.
flashy songs, costumes, and acrobatics galore. The director wants you, the audience, to cheer for Tiger, whose body is broken in half in a kabaddi match question mark. But Tiger's lack of acting range makes even that impossible. You could probably pop into a theater post the interval and still get the story or lack thereof. So wait for it to come out on platforms like Netflix or Prime.
That's
Save your
not a
money.
10-star
That's
review at
not a
all.
10 star, is it? But they seem to like everything else about the movie. They have Tiger hate, you know?
Even Tigers fans hate him.
Yeah.
The,
I'm a fan, but I hate
okay,
him.
I'm gonna read one that's kind of serious. Fantastic film. I watched this with friends expecting this to be terrible as all the reviews were bad, and it had a low rating. After watching it, I was pleasantly surprised of how good the movie was. I enjoyed every second of it. The acting was really good, the visuals were stunning, the storyline was cliche, but it was still good. The dancing was questionable at points, but it doesn't take away from the overall effect this movie had. It gave off a good message to follow your own dreams rather than following someone else's and putting them first. Near the end, this realization made a huge difference as the outcome was magnificent. The action scenes are filled with thrill and action. The character Rohan had a very nice body, and it was fun to stare at throughout the movie. 0 out of 3 found that helpful. I think that might have been written by ChatGPT.
I like this one. It's 9 out of 10. It's not 10 out of 10 because they think Punit Malhotra should retire. Picture is awesome. Only direction of Punit Malhotra is the worst. He ruined the whole picture. 9 out of 10. How can it's like the movie's great, but the direction sucks? That's is that a valid opinion?
I would like to just
Sounds like someone
I'd
just
like
hates
to
Punit.
yeah, I feel like Indian cinephile haters are just on another level. Like that's like the whole reason these films that are arguably pretty decent keep showing up on this
And the guy's
list
only
of
made three movies too. How do you get so much hatred when you made three? It, I don't want to say middling. That sounds. Let's see.
hmm.
I hate love stories, spelled Luv, and gory terror, a movie I can't pronounce with a fantastic poster. How do people feel about his other movies? Is this just a director hate job or what? Mixed to negative for his second film. Okay, they didn't like that. I hate love stories. Did they hate his love story?
I guess so.
Mixed to positive. So it seems like he had like a kind of somewhat successful okay film, and then his follow-ups just yeah, his first film has a three multiplier, so it was successful. And since then,
Anyway,
it's
this movie really is lacking a plot twist, but I'm going to do a plot twist on this podcast and I'm going to leave early. So I'm Luke now. Bye.
Okay. I feel like
there
we're
he
pretty much
goes.
done. I haven't been listening
Yeah,
to you guys for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I am sitting here looking at the clock. I'm like, did we do a full podcast? Sorry, folks.
We did enough. It's a little bit short.
It's a little bit short, so I guess we'll just end it then.
Anyway, if you're
So
mad at us,
anyway.
it doesn't matter because you're hearing this 3 months from now.
Yeah, it's shorter than that, but yeah, if you dig this,
It's
and
11 films.
if you want to hear me not ranting in a weird jet lag haze, go to Podcastius, where I am more awake and coherent on other podcasts, like other films and fills. Time Enough podcast with the Twilight Zone. Luke, you love Pokemon. You're
I do
coherent in
indeed.
that. Not you make sense in that. You make less sense in the game show, but it's funnier.
I'd say it makes sense. It's just a certain chaotic sense.
There we go. So yeah, head out, do those things, become a student of the year of our podcasts.
Hmm. Or a loser of the year of our other podcasts.
Hmm. Okay, I was hit it there.
No,
Hitting it.
I think it was a fairly short. It was like a 45-minute one, but we
Yeah,
we had
yeah.